हमारा देश एज ओल्ड बिलीफ्स, मिथ्स और परंपराओं का देश है। एक ऐसा देश जहां के चप्पे चप्पे में ऐसी बहुत सारी कहानियां मिल जाती हैं जिनकी वजह से सुपरस्टिशन और लॉजिक के बीच ना हमेशा एक लड़ाई, एक जंग सी रहती है। और एक ऐसी वेब सीरीज ऐसी ही थीम पर, ऐसी ही सच्चाई को दिखाने वाली है दहन। पंजाब केसरी नवोदय टाइम्स में वी हैव विद अस वन ऑफ द मोस्ट versatile actors of the industry, someone who brings her A game to all her work, the talented, one of my personal favorites, gorgeous Tisca Chopra. Tisca, a warm welcome on our platform.
Thank you. Thank you. Such wonderful words, Nidhi. I really, really appreciate what you just said. Thank you. Dahan एक ऐसी series है जो I think there isn't anybody who will not find some resonance with the series because it's between science and superstition. Now, when you talk to someone, किसी से भी आप बात करो तो they have some superstition, some basic superstition. दही चीनी खा के इंटरव्यू या एग्जाम के लिए जाना है, या काली बिल्ली रास्ता काटे, काला पहनना, whatever, कोई पत्थर पहनना, ट्यूसडे को मीट नहीं खाना, whatever our superstition is, it's because we are trying to protect ourselves from fear, because the world is a very unknown place. हम सब pretend करते हैं कि हमें पता है कि दुनिया में क्या चल रहा है और हम सब माहिर हैं और हमें सब पता है. Actually हमें ये नहीं पता हम कहाँ से आए और हमें ये नहीं पता हम कहाँ जा रहे हैं. बर्थ के पहले क्या होता है और डेथ के बाद क्या होता है, किसी इंसान को इन सब चीजों का जवाब नहीं पता. But we pretend a certain confidence and a certain surety. And you speak to anybody, be it the biggest scientist, उनके पास भी यही कुछ ना कुछ होगा superstition. लाइट का स्विच 2-3 बार ऑन करना या अपने नेबर को हेलो बोल के जाना और whatever. The point being that the character I play, Avni Rao, she's a person of science. She's believed in science. She's got a dislike of superstitions, and she feels कि क्या है ये सब बातें, इनका क्या मतलब है, क्यों होना चाहिए. And she tells her son in the very first promo में भी है वो कि तुम्हें पता है ना मैं इन सब चीजों में विश्वास नहीं करती. And when she goes to शिलासपुरा, वहां पे उनका काम है कि एक माइन को खोलना है, माइनिंग प्रोजेक्ट स्टार्ट करना है. पर वो माइन जो है एक शिला के नीचे है, एक sort of a place, a cult place, उसके नीचे है. And when she reaches there, तो वो उनको ऐसी unscientific चीजें होती हैं, but she has no explanation for. And she wonders to herself कि मैं what I'm seeing, remember, is it true? Am I believing it? Is it like, what is the explanation for something like this? So caught between science and superstition is the series. Where do we see what we see? Is it something that we can, is it our mind playing tricks on us? What is it? So that's what Dahan deals with.
Right, and you said it rightly कि ये ना resonate करेगी with I think every Indian जो science पे भी believe करता है उस पे तो करेगी, और जो age old myths and beliefs को लेके चलता आ रहा है उस पे भी, because हर point पे हमने question जरूर किया है. So जैसे आपने कहा आपका character अवनी भी question करता है, but how much could you connect with अवनी? अगर मैं टिस्का की बात करूं तो टिस्का question करती हैं या फिर उन beliefs को मान के चलती हैं कि बिल्ली रास्ता काट गई तो रुक जाओ भाई?
See, अगर बिल्ली रास्ता काट रही है तो I step back and I'll go around or do something. My point is कि look, I don't know enough about it. मैंने इसके बारे में research नहीं की है. So why should I pass a comment on something that I don't know enough about? Yes, my scientific brain does question it. उसी time, that's why I find it so appealing, this series, because that question which comes up in my heart and in my life is what the series does. That's वही तो करती है, वही तो point है कि इसका कोई वजह है, कुछ है, होगा जरूर कोई scientific explanation. Maybe black cats in that time carried some kind of virus on them or some kind of problem on them or whatever. हमें नहीं पता कि वो किस टाइम पे किस वजह से क्यों ये प्रथा बनी. अब ये बोलते हैं कि सीढ़ी के नीचे से मत जाओ, वो तो सिंपल है ना, क्योंकि सीढ़ी के नीचे से जाओगे चांस है कि वो स्लिप होके a ladder can fall on you. So I'm saying that we don't know the answers to these things, so we're just like नहीं करके बोल देते हैं. So that's the journey of Avni actually.
Correct. Okay, but while shooting, जैसे as audience जब ऐसी कोई series हम देखते हैं which is related to occult, supernatural, paranormal, all these activities, तो डर लगता है. मतलब मेरे साथ तो 3-4 दिन तक ऐसा होता है कि मुझे डर लगता है, अरे कोई है तो नहीं कमरे में and all. आप एज एन एक्टर शूट कर रही हैं वो सब, यू नो कि ये एक शूटिंग है, बट आई वांट टू नो, डिड समथिंग हैपन ड्यूरिंग द शूट? ऐसा कुछ एक्सपीरियंस आपको हुआ या डर लगा?
Not during the shoot. The shoot has got 150 200 people, so it's quite not likely for things to happen in that space. But एक दो बार ऐसे incidents हुए हैं. I was on the Western Express Highway, driving with my husband late at night. 2:30-3 बजे थे. And a person ran across the road. Sannata tha, there was nobody on the road. And a car came and that person hit the car. The person bounced on the bonnet, on the roof and on the dicky and fell. There's no way on earth such a person could have survived. No way. And the car just went off. My husband and I thought about it, and then we took a U-turn and came back. कि अगर कोई hospital ले जाना है, कुछ करना है तो करे. When we reached there, there's nobody.
Seriously?
There wasn't a kapda, a juta, a drop of blood, a car, anybody. इधर उधर कोई मकान नहीं थे, building नहीं थी, कुछ नहीं था, and there was just nobody.
I have goosebumps while you're narrating it.
This has happened to me, so, and to the two of us.
Correct.
So it's not just one person.
करेक्ट. ओके, बट ऑल्सो आपने बड़ी एक्सट्रीम कंडीशंस में शूट किया है. राजस्थान एक तो अपने आप में, फिर उसके बाद एक गांव का पूरा सेटअप बना के शूट करना. सो हाउ चैलेंजिंग वाज दैट?
That was extremely challenging. I'm not going to lie to you. It was 47, 48 degrees. My spot assistants and people लोगों की नक्सीर हो रही थी. People were fainting. RO के सर्विस कराई जा रही थी on the set कि everyone should be hydrated. Then there was a place where we were shooting 600 steps up. Now they wanted to do a drone shot. So drone, you get the whole 600 steps, ऐसे करके winding steps. In that heat, up, down, up, down, up, down. Must have done 1800 or 2000 steps. Up like this. So crazy difficult.
Correct. And कोई ऐसे some mishaps or something that happened क्योंकि एक तो इतने लोग साथ में शूट कर रहे हैं, then you have an ensemble cast, और फिर इस तरह का एक atmosphere, and of course Rajasthan की weather conditions. Something happened that you could recall and you would like to share?
Two things happened. One was, it didn't happen with me, but it happened to one of the assistant directors on the shoot. रेकी करने जा रहे थे, एक लोकेशन हमारी जो परमिशन हमको नहीं मिल रही थी, so they had to look for another location and an old Haveli. So they went there and they walked in and there was a swarm of about 1,000 bees that came and started, attacking. तो सबने अपनी कुछ गर्मी थी तो टोपी वोपी पहनी हुई थी and they just did ऐसे करके. एक लड़का, पता नहीं why, the bees just attacked him and he got bitten so much that he was hospitalized.
Oh my God.
He's fine. He's totally fine. Fingers crossed. That happened. Then one night we were shooting and we had these big lights and lights attract insects. And we were shooting in this village called Chirana. Itne mote कीड़े, and I'm not joking, 4 inches के कीड़े. Hundreds and thousands of them came from wherever. And we were like, oh. And I have a slight phobia of kidas. That was one tough night. But next day when we were leaving again for the shoot, we saw 2 rainbows in the sky. So we felt as if there was a blessing saying, don't worry, it's all good.
All is well. The point of asking all these behind the scenes is क्योंकि audience को ना ready product दिखता है, पूरा edited, उसमें कितने cuts हुए, कितने takes हुए, actors को और पूरी team को कितनी difficulty हुई, वो हमें नहीं दिखता. But when I ask questions like these and ऐसे answers मिलते हैं ना, the respect for the work manifold बढ़ जाती है कि यार हमें सब कुछ हंकी डोरी ग्लैमरस दिखता है, बट उसके पीछे जो पसीना बहता है वो नहीं दिखता.
बहुत इसमें तो एक इन्होंने सेट बनाया था, which is one of the most fantastic sets I've ever gone to. I couldn't believe the set कि ये set बनाया है इन्होंने. So they hired one of those large go down kind of things like Amazon की जो बड़े 15 feet chat and like 20 feet chat and whatever kind of place, and मतलब like a kilometer long. बड़े भिवंडी में. So we were there and they created a set of a tunnel, like a mining tunnel.
Okay.
It was like every time we went in there, I didn't know where to go out of, because कि मेरी van इधर है कि उधर है कि उधर है, उधर भी हो सकती है, इधर भी हो सकती है. I would get lost. So, and that happened to all of us. It was such a beautiful and wonderful, crazy set. And we had to shoot one of the most challenging scenes in that case. Somebody's fallen into the mine.
Okay.
Spoiler alert. Somebody's fallen in and I have to pull them out. So, the walls of the cave, they had to give it that oily look, because वो पानी से गीला, so गीला तो नहीं रख सकते all the time. So they put oil on the side to make it look like water. And there was wraith on the floor, and then I was sweating and I had blood. So there was oil, sweat, blood, and some tears also for sure. And I was pulling this person out, and पूरा हाथ छिल जाता था by pulling the rope, because it had oil and sand on it, और हर जगह था oil. You pull it, and वो सारा हाथ ऐसे, it was like scratched from both sides. So it was, yeah, but now that I think back on it, it was fun. But that time it was like, oh my God, what's going on?
And मैं तो यही सिंसियरली अब बोल रही हूँ टिस्का की खून पसीना टीयर्स तेल जो भी आपने सीरीज को दिया है वो पूरा 100 on 100 ऑडियंस की तरफ से उसे मिले, एंड ऑफ कोर्स सक्सेस भी मिले. बट ऑल्सो ये जो सीरीज है ना, इसमें बहुत सारे ऐसे कमाल के एक्टर्स हैं जिनके काम नाम को हम सब सराहते हैं. सो हाउ वाज इट शूटिंग विद दैट काइंड ऑफ टैलेंट?
Insane talent, mad talent. Saurabh Shukla, Rajesh Tailang, Mukesh Tiwari, and all of the actors. Vikrant is from theatre. तो उन्होंने जो नगीने हैं ना, यहाँ से वहाँ से सब gems चुन के जड़ दिए. Even the non-speaking parts are fabulous actors. So it's going to be a treat to watch, because when I was performing, I didn't feel like I was performing. I felt like ये तो यही है. और राजेश की, जैसे राजेश तैलंग की तो भाषा ही वही है, वही की. एंड सौरभ शुक्ला तो खैर मतलब what can I say about him? That's not,
he's an institution in himself.
Fabulous. And he's such a good energy. Really enjoy working with him. So yeah, each and every person, Mukesh Tiwari, wonderful, happy energy on set. Each and every person.
Correct. Okay. But Tisca, I want to know that you've been in this industry. 1993 में आपके डेब्यू से लेके आज अगर हम इस सीरीज के ऊपर बात कर रहे हैं, how much change have you seen? There are two parts. One, in the way things are being done, how entertainment is being procured, and two, in yourself as an actor.
In entertainment, the difference is that I think we're making far more democratic content. The story will decide कि हीरो कौन है, हीरोइन कौन है, लीड कौन है. अगर वो एक 40-year-old woman की कहानी है तो लीड 40-year-old woman है. You don't have to support that with one 25-year-old hunk kind of situation. So I think stories are being told very authentically. That's a treat for the audience, because आपको कहानी, हम थोड़ी बोलते हैं कि हमको एक हीरो की कहानी सुनाओ. हीरो वो बन जाता है कहानी जिसकी है. So I think that hero pradhan या heroine pradhan कहानियां running around trees वाला situation is fading out. And we're getting far more nuanced and delicate and बारीकी से किया हुआ काम जो लोगों को फिर देखने में 2-3 बार मजा आता है. We're starting to get that kind of entertainment. Change in me, I don't know. I guess that's for the audience to say. I'm not necessarily looking at myself objectively or being able to say for that matter कि मेरे अंदर क्या change है.
The audience has loved you in everything that you've done, and we want more. We are greedy.
That is a blessing for me, and one that I do not wish to take for granted. I guess I'm even more determined to write and produce and direct and act in stories that touch the audience even more. Tare Zameen Par has given me the appetite for creating content which is massy and classy. लोगों को भी अच्छा लगता है. हर तबके के लोगों को अच्छा लगता है.
Definitely. And ये series भी I think उसी list में शुमार होने वाली. So जाते जाते, lastly, what is the message that you want to give to your audience regarding the series?
I only get into a piece of work thinking of one thing, Is it going to be fun to watch? Is it going to give you thrills? Is it going to give you like, I can't stop this, I want to watch it, I want to watch it, I want to watch it? That's my only reason for doing or picking up a piece of work. Whether it was Jug Jug Jio, which came recently, uske pehle Good News, uske pehle Hostages, uske pehle Chutney jo thi, a short film. Each and everything, the motivation is the same, ke aap logon ka dil rijhana audience ka. That is the main purpose of it all, to tell you a great story कि आपका मन करे कि यार ये खत्म क्यों हो गई, फिर से शुरू कर सकती. That's victory for me, that's joy for me, that's what I want to tell the audience. Here's such a story, and I hope that you enjoy it as much as we enjoyed making it.
So amen to that, and wishing you all the luck for the success of not just this series, बल्कि जो भी काम Tisca आप करें. And please बहुत सारा काम कीजिए, because as I said, we are greedy to watch you. And thank you so much for this interview.
Thank you, Nidhi. Thank you so much.
Thank you.